I don't know about you. I was having a little boogie. I could see Sarah having a little boogie.
I was
having a dance party this morning. We're all high on
life. Coach Catalyst party.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope wherever you are also having a little disco party, or if not, take Naetha's lead and get some music on and get partying. So good morning, everybody, or wherever you are. Good day to you, wherever you are in the world. It is a lovely Wednesday morning here. I'm Sarah Bramall, one half of the Coaching Catalyst duo, alongside Rebecca Daniel, who's here in the background, will be joining us shortly. And we have got a very special guest today, Naetha Uren from the Recovery Coach Academy. She is one incredible lady. So we're going to be sharing with you a little bit about our story, how Naetha and I came to know each other, how our paths met. Naetha's going to share with us some information about her journey and her coaching niche, which is fascinating work and really, really important work. And then we're going to be speaking to Naetha about her experience of coaching supervision with us and how it has helped her in her practice. So we've got an action-packed live this morning. So we're going to bring Rebecca and Naetha back on with us. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. I'm going to encourage everyone to brace themselves for this, because this is going to be a really high vibe, high energy showcase, and I'm looking forward to it.
So Naetha, thank you so much for being here with us this morning. It's always a joy. So we'd love you to start by introducing yourself and letting us know a little bit about you, first of all.
Sure. Thank you so much for having me. As I said to Sarah, I am so sorry I listened to House Disco while I was doing my accounts before I joined on here, because I was like, whoa, I'm so excited to be here. My name is Naetha Uren. I'm the founder of the Recovery Coach Academy. I hold 5 roles in my household, and they are daughter, wife, mother, grandmother, and business owner. So it is a bit crazy over here. I train recovery coaches who support people impacted directly or indirectly by substance use. And I also help deploy those people into the community, support them as they go on their journey to be a recovery coach, and just try to positively promote recovery, because there's enough negative stuff out there about addiction. And that's me.
Super. Really great to have you with us, Naetha. And if you don't know about recovery coaching, definitely we'll be posting the links in the chat after this. Definitely go and check out the work that Naetha does, because I have learned so much from Naetha and from her daughter Calliese, who works with her, about recovery coaching and what a positive, incredible place it is to bring that positive support into the world of recovery coaching. So yeah, for sure. Really, really inspiring work that you do. So thank you for that introduction. Now, often coaches talk about finding their niche or their niche finding you. Naetha and I will tell you a bit more about how we met in a minute. We met kind of many years ago now. But Naetha, for all of us, I think it's a process of discovery, of finding our thing, finding what we want to do. But Naetha, would you mind sharing a little bit about what has brought you from where you were to where you are now?
Sure. I think it's when you phrase it like that, it's really interesting, because if I look back, it's probably a culmination of 25 years, and it's like I went to school and was a licensed chemical dependency counselor. Then I decided to be a hotel manager, and in that job, I used those skills. Then hotels took me to student accommodation in universities. And then I ended up coaching students, and that's kind of where you and I sort of started to engage. But then our family was just traumatically impacted by addiction and domestic violence when it just sort of took over my daughter's life. And somebody introduced me to recovery coaching in the States, and it's like all that stuff just combined with recovery coaching. And I kind of say it's where my heart and my head connected and just fireworks went off. That is my passion, my zone of genius, where I can make an impact, where something so good could come out of something so bad, and like I said, I wake up in the morning and dance at my desk. I love my job so much. And if I can manage to pay the bills and take care of my family at the same time, flipping perfect.
Oh, yeah. Leonore is saying here, I love Naetha's story. Couldn't resist signing on again to hear it. It really is so inspiring.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, thank you, Leonora, for your kind words. Yeah, 100%, because what I see in you as your, as a friend who's known you for a long time as well as a fellow coach, is that alignment of what's going on for you personally and what's going on for you professionally. And the word authentic is bandied around the online world. Genuinely, you are the embodiment, the epitome of authenticity, aligning that passion, those values that you have in your personal life, bringing that into your professional life. And the way that you show up both personally and professionally is really very special. So I just want to shout about you today, because genuinely I have so much love and so much respect for you, Naetha, and the work.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And she's not just saying that now, Naetha. She does say this behind the scenes too. Like every time she's had a conversation with you, she's like, I've just had a conversation with Naetha, and she's like beaming, looking forward to it. So
thank you. Yeah. Sarah, you do hold a special place in my heart. So
Thank you, lovely. Thank you. So Naetha and I met through the Coaching Academy back in 2016. We connected when we were doing our initial coach training, and then we went on to do our coaching and education diploma together, because as Naetha was saying, that's sort of one of the starting points for both of us, was that passion for working with young people. And life has evolved, and for both of us, business has evolved in that time, and we've kept in touch and we've supported each other and cheerleaded each other from behind the scenes. But just tell us a little bit more, Naetha, about your niche of recovery coaching, because it's not just you've stepped into this niche and it's kind of already there. You were very much at the forefront of promoting and championing recovery coaching, right, in the UK. Tell us a little bit more about that.
So my daughter, 2 years before she found recovery, I was in Texas and I needed support. I was a grandparent raising a grandchild, just life was crazy. And so I was introduced to a recovery coach and a recovery coaching community. And those people supported us from 2 years before my daughter found recovery. Some of them are still supporting us in my life today. So that's 7 years, and when we made the choice that my daughter would come back to England with us and get our support, see what she thought, she went to seek some help, and they just told her she had too much recovery and they didn't have a recovery coach. And I was like devastated. And I think probably, to be honest, excuse my language, a little bit of pissed off mama combined with my business experience and life experience, I just decided this is something I really want to do. People should have access to what we had access and continue to have access to. And that's a recovery coaching community. And then I went, to do that, we need some recovery coaches. And so I sort of just got to this point where we started training recovery coaches, and I met an awesome guy, Phil Valentine. He is our coach, mentor, advisor, friend, and he is the director of CCAR in America. And they've delivered recovery coaching training for 15 years, 85,000 people. So he just said, let me help you. I believe in what you're doing. And on that note, I'm so excited. He has just been awarded yesterday the Distinguished Lifetime Achievement Award in Recovery, and will be receiving that award in Washington next month. And so he just gave me the courage when others were telling me, no, we don't do that in England. It's too American. That won't work here, to just keep doing it because I believed in it. And so we don't want to replace, drug services or all of that or treatment. We can walk alongside, or we could be the alternative if none of those fit. And so that was just the passion behind it all, of just trusting our gut and being innovative, but not really being innovative. This has been going on for 15 years before. It's just making it culturally competent to the UK and having those conversations. Don't be scared. Come join the party.
Oh, Naetha, I love it. It's so inspiring. And what I hadn't appreciated, and don't think Rebecca had either, until we joined Naetha's wonderful recovery coach training at the end of last year. And that was such a great education for us. And what I hadn't appreciated before that is I knew that coaching was more advanced in the US just because it's been in the US for longer. But I hadn't realized that the world of recovery coaching was so much more advanced culturally in the US. So for you to be at the very forefront of that is really, really special, really important work. The other thing that I think that I would draw there is, that relationship with Phil Valentine has really been instrumental to you. And I think that's a really great reminder for anybody watching. Sometimes when we're working in coaching, we feel like I'm doing this by myself and I don't have a network. I don't have people to support me. And I think what you're brilliant at, Naetha, is building. You're brilliant at building networks and relating and, being a great friend, being a great colleague, being a great champion for other people, and also stepping in and receiving that support from other people as well. Because we can't do, if we're going to do this work, we can't do it alone. We need that support from other people around us. So you're a brilliant role model, I think, from that regard as well.
There's two things I'd like to say about that. So one is I have learned when I raise others up, it raises me up. When I advocate for others, for recovery coaching as a whole, no matter who trains it, who delivers it, what membership they're signed up to, or coaches who aren't recovery coaches who can support people in recovery, when I raise and advocate for all of that, then my life is good. The world is right with me. And somebody recently introduced me to the concept of the word sponsor in coaching. And I think being in recovery, we know the meaning of a sponsor with fellowship meetings and support meetings. But somebody said, everybody who's doing something that is challenging or, that pushes their limits needs a sponsor. And that's somebody who already has a seat at the table, who already has power, who will talk about you, who will support you, who will advocate for you in a place where you cannot advocate for yourself. And I have really taken that to heart recently. And I think when we do that, I think Sarah and Rebecca both do that for me in a way. I've got people that do that, but how do we do that for others to give them the courage? So I think they're the two things, when I take the focus off me and when somebody else puts the focus on me in a good, positive way where they believe me, it's good. It's just good.
That is beautiful. I love that. So when I raise others up, they raise me up as well. So it's that synergy, right, between us and advocating for other people advocating for us, and together we rise. Beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh my goodness. I told you, if you're watching this, I told you this was going to be a good conversation. I hope you're enjoying it. Okay.
That leads us, I think, Sarah, into the work that you do and the support that's needed in order to help you to, I guess, maintain your energy, but also to develop your practice as well.
Yeah.
So you and Sarah, and this is going to be really interesting for me now, because I'm now going to Q&A you on Sarah, right? But also on your supervision experience. So you guys started supervision earlier on this year in January. Tell me a bit more about what led you to engaging in supervision in the first place.
Okay, so I think where I sit in recovery, we talk about there are multiple pathways to recovery. And I think there's multiple pathways to being a great recovery coach, and I think too often when we're looking to expand and grow, we might feel threatened, or we might feel we don't belong, or we might go, that's the only place I can get my support. So it goes both ways. And I joined, I love you and Sarah, so period, I'm going to support and have a go. And I think, but for me, it was like, I'm not an ICF accredited coach, but I'm a really good professional recovery coach and work to a code of ethics. But to me, I want to look everywhere I can to find the right supervision, coachvision, mentoring support that will help me. And what Sarah brings to my life is a very different perspective. a very different model, a very different setting, different people in that group, because there were no other recovery coaches in there, you know. And I think that widens my horizon. That opens my mind. I probably created a few new recovery coach allies in there as well, you know. But I think it's so important that, you know, like even with you offering kind of ICF supervision, you don't have to be an ICF coach to do it. It can still add value to your life, you know. And it's just, yeah, good conversations with people who are doing good work in whatever format they come in is probably the reason why I joined and why I show up, you know.
Thank you for that. And that, do you know what? You don't have to, as you've just said, be an ICF coach or an EMCC coach or an ACC coach.
Yeah.
You have to be a coach who's serving others and being present for others and holding space for others and practicing coaching. Yeah. But you don't have to be there yet or even at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is really interesting to hear you say that, because I think sometimes when people are coaching, they believe they have to have been at that standard. And I think for me, I probably had a bit of that at the very early stages as well. Like, oh, I need to get to a certain level, or I need to do this in order to engage in supervision. But you're showing you don't. And that's great.
You don't. I mean, I probably will never be an ICF coach, you know, but I have a really high standard of work. I am definitely, I mean, I'm an expert at what I do. I'm really passionate. I train other recovery coaches, but it does not mean I can still value ICF learning and ICF supervision. And I think often, sometimes perceived just because they're not that they can't access y'all, you know, and it's like, open the door wider and let us all come in, you know. And so I think it's just really good. And I just think when we open our mind to learn from others, you know, even if they're not in our lane, as we say, it's just an opportunity to learn and to educate. And so why not do it? Give it a go. If you haven't done it, give it a go. Just try it. It won't hurt you. And holy moly, it might actually make a difference. Yeah. So why not?
No, definitely. Why not? And what would you say, and I know it's probably difficult to say one thing, right?
Yeah.
What would you say is the one, if possible, most impactful thing for you that's come out of supervision?
I can tell you, I know exactly what it is.
Oh, good. Go for it.
I think the fact that Sarah gave me a choice about what kind of feedback I wanted to receive. Nobody had ever asked me, do you want to be challenged? Do you want to be supported? Do you want, you know, ideas and input, you know, what type of, and I thought that just really, that changed that moment literally changed the way I thought about it. I have a choice here. I have some power in what supervision I receive and what that looks like, and to get the best kind of supervision that I need in the moment back to me.
Thank you for that feedback. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
To put us in that position of power and know that we have a choice. And sometimes
it was a light bulb moment, literally, when you asked that to me, and I just went, whoa, I have a choice about, or I can impact the quality of the information from my needs from this, from you giving me that choice to choose what I receive. Yeah. And that was really powerful. I'm twin symptom with my daughter. That was quite cool, you know. I was like, yeah. So yeah, really good and really useful.
Good. That's really great to hear. And you're absolutely right, because sometimes we want cheerleading. We want people to go, hey, do you know what? Look at what you're doing. You're doing a great job. Look at the evidence. Yeah. And sometimes we're like, do you know what? I want a different perspective here, and I want you to challenge me. Yeah. But we need different things at different moments in different situations. So yeah, thank you for highlighting that.
Yeah. And I think too often we just put that feedback in a blanket statement. And that was the first time you'd actually broke that down, and yeah, so it was good. Great job, Sarah.
Well done, Sarah. No pressure, no pressure. Oh dear. So I think that we're going to start wrapping up now, Naetha.
It's been great.
I know, it's always too short. It's always too short. But the last two questions I have for you, I'll throw one at you again, is if you were to recommend coaching supervision with the Catalyst to somebody who was thinking about it, considering it, what would you say? And I'm going to put you on full screen.
I'd say if you're considering it, it's worth trying it. You know, if you have those thoughts, they're worth pursuing. Life is too short for regrets, you know, so just if you're thinking about it, just give it a go. You know, you're not committed for life, eternity, you know, so just try it, because it may just be something you need that will make a difference. So yeah, do it.
Thank you. And about you, because there's always stuff going on in the Recovery Coach Academy. I love following you on socials and seeing you travel in the world and meeting all these cool and interesting and inspirational people. Yeah. So what is next for Recovery Coach Academy, and what is next for you?
So I guess we partner with Favour UK, so we're really working hard to support the Recovery Walk that will be in September in Hull. So anybody's welcome to come and attend that. It's a free event, and it just puts a face and a voice positively on recovery. Just still going on with our Recovery Coach curriculum and training. We are hoping to deliver the first beta test of the CCAR Recovery Coach Academy for young people, and that will be training and supporting 18 to 30-year-olds to support 18 to 30-year-olds, and also looking at starting our first criminal justice recovery coaching in criminal justice settings. So all that's happening. And on top of that, I'm flying out to the Middle East on Friday to do some more training in person. So it is full whack, and we love what we do. And yeah, and free allies training, everybody can attend with Favour UK tonight, like nothing else is going on.
Yeah. Oh gosh, do you know what? Yeah, Sarah, we need to be in the suitcase, I think.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. Naetha, thank you so much. Anybody watching this, we will stick all of Naetha's links in the comments below, but do go and check out the amazing work that Naetha and her daughter Calliese are doing. It's truly inspiring. Also, Naetha's very generous at kind of, you know, offering invitations for people to come and get involved and be allies of recovery. So if you're curious for whatever reason, I definitely recommend go and get involved.
Oh, thank you both so much. And I look forward to catching up with you all soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time today. It's been great to
No worries. Have a good day, ladies. Take care.
Thank you. Okay. Wow, what a wonderful showcase. We're going to put Naetha's links in the comments below. If you've got any questions at all for her or want to find out more about her work, absolutely do that. And if you're curious about supervision and think about how that might help you personally and professionally, get in touch with us. The doors to the Coaching Catalyst Collective are open now until next Monday, the 22nd of May, 5 p.m. UK time. Come and check it out. We've got a wonderful offering that includes not just supervision, but the opportunity to participate in coaching triads, in learning and development, and really importantly, I feel, community and connection for coaches. We've got some incredible coaches already signed up. We're really, really excited about this offering. So go and click on that link, bit.ly/coaching-collective. And any questions, just drop us a message or an email. We're really happy to answer any questions you may have.